Crime Watch it is, a program proudly brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police, to inform you of our roles and operations. My name is Elliot Kudzai Ganyani, and like all times, it is a pleasure to have you along. The Zimbabwe Republic Police would like to remind Zimbabweans to continue masking up, maintaining the social distancing rule, as well as sanitizing or washing hands with soap and running water. The fight against the coronavirus is still on. Zimbabwe is currently under level 2 national lockdown, and the extension was announced by His Excellency the President, Comrade Dr. Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, on the 5th of October 2021. Liquor outlets and nightclub operators are reminded to adhere to the COVID-19 protocols and regulations announced by government. The ZRP will strictly monitor all places with a view to ensure compliance. Now moving to our first story of the week, the Zimbabwe Republic Police has intensified an operation codenamed Let's Fight Stock Thieves, and multiple culprits have been apprehended. A number of cattle have also been recovered. In one such operation in Matabeleland South Province, police recovered over 30 cattle and 8 donkeys.
This area has a problem of stock theft, and the community of Shanyaugwe is generally known to be adamant. They do not allow complainants to follow up their stolen stock into their area. We set down as districts to come up with an operation which is on the ground today. This operation comprises of police officers from Banda and from Betty Bridge. The cattle that are behind me, those are some of the cattle that were recovered during the operation. But this operation is still ongoing. We are going to make some follow-ups. Police officers who are on the ground have been divided into various teams, and those teams have been allocated some complainants who are going to be escorted by the police officers into various areas so that the complainants could try and identify their cattle.
In yet another case to do with stock theft, police in Mashonaland East Province apprehended a serial stock thief and recovered 11 beasts. Crime Watch visited Marondera to find out more about this story.
During this time of the year, farmers have a tendency of leaving their cattle in the grazing lands unattended. Criminals are taking advantage of this scenario to steal cattle from the grazing lands. Among the reported cases, we have a case of a 42-year-old suspect, Raymond Saint of Vunzawabaya village, Chief Nyakuchena, who was arrested by Kotwa police post after he stole 6 cattle which had been released to the grazing land unattended. After stealing the cattle, the suspect approached a car dealer from Kotwa location who was selling a non-runner Peugeot 544 in exchange of 11 beasts. The matter came to light when one of the complainants came across the car dealer using 2 of the stolen cattle to draw his scotch card. He then alerted the police, who swiftly reacted and managed to recover 11 cattle at the suspect's place of residence. We are appealing to members of the public to form anti-stock theft village committees and to approach police for proper stock clearance.
Now, in a case involving a fugitive, the Zimbabwe Republic Police would like to confirm the arrest of Sam Muropa, age 31, after he escaped from Harare Remand Prison, where he is facing charges including robbery, rape, and aggravated indecent assault, among other cases. Police will ensure that the law will be applied without fear or favor, and suspects who seek to defeat the cause of justice will, without fail, be brought to book. Moving on, police is disturbed by many cases that happen as a result of petty disputes, especially at beer drinking places. In one such case, ZRP Zengeza in Chitungwiza apprehended Guthrie Kitetu for the murder of Ernest Makwembere following a petty dispute over a glass of beer.
We can confirm that we received a case of murder which occurred on the 3rd of October 2021. What transpired is that the accused, Guthrie Chichete, was drinking beer with his friends at Unit J Council Market in Chitungwiza. Whilst they were drinking beer, an altercation arose. This was after the now deceased Ernest Makwembere kicked a glass of beer belonging to the accused. The accused, Guthrie Chechetu, then picked a piece of glass and stabbed Ernest Makwembere on the left side of his neck. They then rushed Ernest Makwembere to Chitumbiza General Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. We then took Guthrie Chechetu, the accused person, to court, where he is remanded in custody. We are saying as the police, if you are seen drinking in public, you'll be arrested. We urge members of the public not to resort to violence should there be any conflicts or disagreements. Rather, seek professional counseling.
From that sad story, we are taking a short break. Join us in the second segment. Welcome back. 4 people were apprehended for smuggling drugs into the country. The Criminal Investigation Department, Drugs and Narcotics Bulawayo, tells us more about this story.
The CID website detectives received information to the effect that there was a parcel that was coming from Johannesburg, South Africa. The 2 accused persons, namely Mabuto Due, aged 24 years, of flat 1, Muslikazi, Bulawayo, and the other one, Miriam Siwanda, aged 65 years, of flat 3, Muslikazi, Bulawayo, were shown the parcel and carried it. The detectives then approached the 2 accused persons. The detectives searched the accused persons and recovered dagga, which was wrapped in a black plastic and a cardboard box inside. The dagga was weighed and recorded a weight of 2.043 kilograms. In a related incident, detectives from CID Drugs and Narcotics Bulawayo also received information and arrested a couple who were selling dagga in a VW motor vehicle. The detectives recovered dagga weighing 1.026 kilograms. The 2 accused persons were also taken to court, where they were remanded out of custody pending trial.
Still with prohibited drugs, detectives in Kwekwe apprehended 2 people after they were found in possession of prescribed drugs without a prescription, permit, or a license. Let us get more.
We can confirm the arrest of 2 accused persons for contravening the Allied and Substance Control Act. The 2, Ndaizive Rubatsiro and Varaidzo Gunde, aged 46 and 26 respectively. The 2 were arrested by detectives who were on patrol after they were intercepted while offloading the drugs from a truck into another vehicle. Upon being questioned, they failed to produce a permit or a license for the drugs. Various prescription drugs were recovered, which included amoxicillin, paracetamol, penicillin, and cafemol. Further searches led to the recovery of other drugs. The Zimbabwe Republic Police is imploring members of the public to continue supplying us with information on any drug dealings.
Viewers may be privy of a video that went viral on social media platforms about a week ago, where people are seen scrambling to get off a bus which purportedly had been filled with tear smoke. The ZRP can confirm that investigations are being carried so that disciplinary action can be taken. The ZRP does not condone such acts by police officers and will certainly ensure action is taken without fear or favor. On this week's road safety issues, we're going to revisit the issue of motorists who have a tendency of putting additional bar lights on their vehicles. We are joined today by road safety expert, that is the Acting Director of Operations at Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, Mr. Ernest Mchena, to tell us more about this operation. Mr. Mchena, I must say welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Yes, I think viewers would like to recall that at the launch of the 2021 Heroes Holiday campaign, the Deputy Minister of Transport and Infrastructural Development, Comrade Mike Maliro, announced that the Ministry of Transport and the Zimbabwe Republic Police are going to be involved in a joint operation so that to ensure that such vehicles with fitted illegal bar lights are removed from our roads. and we have since commenced that operation. Maybe viewers would like to take note that the human eye, your eye, takes about 7 seconds to recover from headlight glare. So you find that if you are passing another vehicle and your lights are on full beam, or you are using those bar lights, that person will be dazzled for 7 seconds. And in those 7 seconds, a vehicle will travel a considerable distance, depending, of course, on its speed. Right. So we launched the operation, and it is an ongoing exercise. So far, we have identified about 60 checkpoints throughout the country, where motorists will come across the Vehicle Inspection Department, the Traffic Safety Council's BAB, and the ZRP, checking on those.
Since this operation started, I understand it's been some time now, would you say you are being successful in removing these vehicles that are fitted with this additional?
Actually, what we have noted is that besides those illegal bar lights, there are motorists who are in the habit of moving along the road with the defective lights. So we have, in this operation, also included those vehicles that will be having a single headlight, which also affects other motorists, as they may not be able to deduce whether it's a motorcycle or it's a motor vehicle. Then there are some who do not have tail lights. So a vehicle following behind will not be able to identify that there is a vehicle in front until they're so close that they may now witness the reflectivity of the reflectors on the car. There are also people who do not fit the required height markers that are needed on heavy vehicles, or those that keep them in an inefficient operating condition, which means they will not be able to see that someone is going to come across a heavy vehicle. So we would like to urge transport managers, would also like to urge transport operators to familiarize themselves with Statutory Instrument 129 of 2015, which clearly outlines the requirements for the construction, equipment, and usage on motor vehicles.
I would have loved to hear how successful the operation has been so far in terms of the numbers that you're seeing of people who are still breaching those the regulations.
We have actually declared the month of October, the full month where we are going to carry out this operation. I personally visited some parts of Mashingo, I visited Mat North, Mat South, and Blau. But I'd like to give an example. At the Blawayo Harare Road, near Mahachula turnoff, within a space of about 45 minutes, we had arrested 18 vehicles that had those either the illegal bar lights, or they were also having a single headlight, or they were also having their dipping mechanism not working. All those, they contribute to night accidents. So we'd like to appeal to motorists to ensure that whenever they're using their cars at night, the vehicles are in tip-top operating condition in terms of other components and including headlights. We are going to remain on the roads with the Zimbabwe Republic Police until we get rid of those. So we'd like to warn viewers out there that the long arm of the law will catch up with you if you do not ensure that you've got efficient tail lights, you've got efficient headlights, and you also have efficient number plate lights and reversing lights.
How many headlights or lights are actually regulated to be in front of each and every vehicle?
Actually, the law requires that a motor vehicle may have 2 or 4 headlamps. If there are 4, then you have 2 on the right and 2 on the left. And the axis is defined in the law. Then those lights must also have a dipping mechanism. It is an offense to drive a vehicle that does not have a dipping mechanism.
There's also been some confusion in terms of hunting lights, fog lights. What is the story here?
The law provides that a motor vehicle may, in addition to those vehicle lamps that we are talking about, there may also be some fog lights. But those fog lights must be fitted below the axis of the headlights, and they must also not dazzle other road users. Then in terms of hunting, those who are into hunting, they must ensure that they may fit those hunting or fog lights above the headlights, maybe above the cab, but they must be detachable, which means you must be able to remove them. After hunting, they must be able to detach those lights, then go back and drive safely on public roads. In that way, we will ensure that we reduce the number of night collisions that are being attributed to too much light.
There you have it, viewers. That was Mr. Ernest Mchena, the Acting Director of Operations, Research and Marketing in the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe. From that story, we are taking a short break. Join us in the third and final segment. Welcome back. We are now in the third and final segment. The Zimbabwe Republic Police would like to applaud members of the public for embracing the digital ways of fighting crime. Just recently, a tip-off received through a police WhatsApp platform at Police General Headquarters led to the arrest of some people for dealing in or possessing diamonds without a license or a permit and possession of articles for criminal use as defined in Section 40 of the Codification and Reform Act, Chapter 9.23. The culprits are Romeo Charles Tembo, Lakmo Chikove, Tonderai Madziwanzira, Tererai Chigariro, and Munashe Tatenda Washington Mazo. 12 pieces of suspected diamonds weighing 75 carats and 2 diamonds testers were seized from the suspects. The 5 are appearing in court. Moving to Beitbridge in Matabeleland South Province, 3 people have been apprehended for theft and vandalism of ZRP infrastructure after they stole some copper wires and copper armored cables.
We accounted for 3 people for contravening Section 60 of the Electrical Act, as after they vandalized the ZRP infrastructure at Benifa Farm, Muzingwani area, Beitbridge, and also got away with some armored cable and copper wires. Upon their arrests, a number of copper conductors of different lengths were recovered. The 3 were accompanied by 2 other suspects who are still at large. Anyone with information that may help to locate these outstanding criminals should contact or alert any nearest police station.
Still in Beitbridge, police is leaving no stone unturned in accounting for criminals involved in violent crime, including robbery. Now Crime Watch spoke to the officer in charge, ZRP Beitbridge Urban, about these cases over the phone.
Of late, we assist with some robbery cases in and around Beitbridge. 7 robbers recently pounced on unsuspecting victims near St. Joseph's Primary School in Beitbridge and got away with $25,000, 5,000 rands, a laptop, and an iPhone. In another case, 8 suspects invaded a clearing agency house in Beitbridge's medium-density suburb near White Lodge and got away with $1,500 and a cell phone. Anyone with information that may help to locate any of these criminals may contact any nearest police station. We will do everything within police power to bring all such culprits to book. We will not allow criminal elements to roam around unaccounted. Let us work together to end this menace.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police is looking for information that may help in locating some suspects of an attempted murder case that occurred on the 10th of September 2021 at El Dorado Mine, Chinoi in Mashonaland West Province. The suspects brutally attacked a security guard employed by El Dorado Mine using an axe, leaving him severely injured on the jaws, legs and hands. They went on to rob him of 2 ITEL cell phones, 2 head caps, and a pair of safety shoes. Meanwhile, El Dorado Mine is offering a reward of $5,000 to anyone with information relating to the identification of these criminals. Should you have this information, please contact us on our complaints desk number 0242 703 631 or contact our Chinoi operations on 0267 212 9047. Or alternatively, our Police General Headquarters WhatsApp number on 0712 800 197 or any nearest police station. We now move on to other people who are also on the police wanted list. Nyamaropa Police is looking for Israel Guta of Tate Village, Chief Tangwena Nyanga, for a rape case. Brian Chita, aged 18, of Shona Village, Chief Ruizi Mondoro, is being sought by Mubaira Police for a case of rape. Lastly, Kamativi Police is looking for Nkulule Komoyo, aged 50, of Pashu Village, Chief Pashu Binga, for stock theft. Anyone with information that may help in locating any of these wanted persons should feel free to visit or contact any nearest police establishment. You can also contact us on any of the following details. Our national complaints desk number is 0242 703 631. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw. You can also email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. Alternatively, you can link with us on our Twitter handle @PleaseZimbabwe or like us on our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. Be reminded that all Crime Watch episodes are also accessible on YouTube channel Zimbabwe Republic Police. That does it for today. It really has been a pleasure having you along. Until we meet again next time, from the ZRP, the Crime Watch crew behind the scenes, and it is bye-bye for now.